Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to explore Neocolor 2s. What are Neocolor 2s? Neocolor 2s are wax pastel crayons. I think of them as watercolor style crayons. So they're sort of like ink tints, where ink tints is more of a pencil, well it is a pencil, that you can color and then you can activate it with water or alcohol and it spreads like watercolor paint on your paper. This does the same thing, but this is more in the shape, as you can see, of a crayon. They're very waxy, but we'll jump into this in just a second. These are made in Switzerland. A few tips here or points. Ideal for mixing colors, economical use, creamy texture can be sharpened, and easy removable paper sleeve, which, yeah, it is. It's easy. I removed it. Here are the colors that we have in the box. And here's just a little picture of what they look like. I am proud to say I removed this without using scissors. Okay, so it's a very pretty tin, smudgeable. As you can see, I've got smudges on mine already. Okay, so let's take a look. This one is not in place. Look at that. I'm just kidding. But a beautiful rainbow of colors. Again, this is a set of 30. I got these on Amazon. I can't remember the price point. I want to say they were in the $40 to $50 range US dollars. So what we're going to do today is take these and put them in my swatch book. So let me get my swatch book and I'll be right back. Okay, so for those of you that watched my video on how to create your own swatch book, you might recognize this. This is the book that I used to swatch my Black Widow pencils here. So you can see that I finally finished it. Yay, it's all done. So now what I've done is I've added a little tab for Neocolor. So this is what we're going to use today. By the way, if you're interested, the tabs, I will have to get a link for you on the tabs that I have for this book, but they peel and stick, so you can actually peel them off of your page if you're not happy with them. All right, so let me get the paper set up and get my little watercolor pen, and I'll be right back. Let's get started. So the first color is lemon yellow, which you can see here, lemon yellow. And again, these are just like crayons. Look at them, and they're very waxy and creamy. I went ahead and put all the colors down on the page before rolling this video, but they were very creamy and waxy to lay down on the paper. Now remember, this is mixed media paper, so it's probably like a 100-pound cardstock that I'm doing this on, just for reference. So let me get my little watercolor pencil here. Hopefully I don't have any color on it. Okay, so this lemon yellow, you can see it's a very bright sunny yellow. But you know what I might do now that I think about this as I do this? So I always like to leave what the crayon looks like and then add the activated color and maybe thin it out over here on this side so you can see more concentrated to light. I think what I'm going to do is come back later and put down Prismacolor pencils and Faber-Castell pencil colors that match this one, so I can use them that way in the future. And if y'all are interested in that, let me know, and when I finish, I will post that for y'all. This is just normal yellow. If that other one above was sunny yellow, this is super sunny yellow. Okay, there we go. All right. And then orange. So these are blending really well with the water. Looks like I've got something going on with my bristle on this one. It's dropping little bristle remnants back here. But this is really pretty. That's kind of more of a yellowy orange. All right, salmon. Oh, you know what? I see it. Huh, it's on my paper. There we go. And what I'm finding here is a little bit of color can go a long way. So this color seems to be very pastel, the salmon. Get that little bristle. Oh my goodness. All right. Vermilion, and I love my pale vermilion in my Prismacolor set. Look at that, how rich that, it's like a reddish orange, or is it an orange red? All right, I repositioned the paper off camera. Scarlet. That's really pretty. It's almost got a rosy red to it. That's really pretty. Be curious to know what you guys think about these. In fact, I think it was some of you that recommended the Neocolors or said that instead of using Distress ink, you like to use these instead. So I really look forward to creating some backgrounds with these. This is Carmine. This looks like processed red in my Prismacolor set. That's probably what I would put down with that. Processed red, maybe. What's the one after it? I can't think. It's not magenta. Or maybe it is. That's really pretty. I'm going to use the crud out of that color for sure. Pink. This on paper, just the crayon looks like a very ballerina pink. And you can see, wow, this is very, very light. And I even put a lot of the color down. So I think for these that are more of a pastel kind of tint, you're probably going to have to go a little heavier if you want a more saturated color on the paper with the crayon. Okay, purple. Ooh, it's a lot of, definitely got a lot of water on that one. That's very pretty. It looks more like a magenta to me. And lilac here looks more like a dark purple. Ooh. Okay, you know all those pages you see people on Instagram that color the backgrounds on their pages to look like galaxy, constellations, and space? This is definitely going on a page like that somewhere. Okay, there you go, lilac. I'm going to turn the page. I'll be right back. Next up, Violet. Violet always reminds me of the girl named Violet in Willy Wonka. I think she's the one that blew up into a big chocolate blueberry person. I can't remember. I think that's the first time I ever heard the name Violet as a name. It's a pretty name. Periwinkle blue. This is very pretty. I like that one for sure. All right, ultramarine. So these are just really, really beautiful. And now I'm wishing I'd gotten the set of 80, but I think I have to leave Santa something to get me for Christmas, right? That's right. Okay. Light blue. That looks like the cerulean blue in the Prisma set. What do y'all think? That's really, ooh, that'd be so pretty for a sky with clouds on a cloudy day. I love that one. Okay, just cleaning my brush here. Cobalt blue, oh my goodness. Oh my Lord, look at that. Y'all, that is so pretty. Wow. Can you have a crush on a color or an art supply? I think I do now. Okay, turquoise blue. Now, turquoise is my favorite color, so let's see if this can live up to that. Yeah, it's a little more pastel than like the light blue, but again, this would be beautiful for a blue spring sky on a cloudy day. I just probably should have put a little more color on the page, get a little more pigment out of that one. Yellow green. Very pretty. Okay, emerald green. Oh, that's really lovely. Look at that. I might go check out some watercolor artists on YouTube just to play, just to learn a few things, my technique maybe. And I have seen a lot of people not use these water brushes. This is just a Pentel water brush where you fill it up with water. I've seen people just use regular brushes, something like this maybe, with really beautiful results. Okay, this is malachite green. Okay, you know what? This is sort of almost the turquoise I was hoping for with the turquoise above. I might have to put like happy face stickers on some of these, like or little hearts, so I remember which ones I love the most. Okay, last one. Prussian blue. I almost read that as passion blue. Prussian blue. No insult to the Prussians. My ancestors were Prussian. Okay. Here we go. That is so pretty, y'all. I'm loving these. If you don't have these, I'm going to ask you why not. All right, let me turn the page. I'll be right back. Next up, dark olive. Oh, that's really, you know what, this one is, what is it called? Lime peel. This is lime peel or artichoke in the Prisma set. I recently decided that lime peel is weirdly one of my favorite colors. That and terracotta red in the Prisma set. Okay, light olive. That's really pretty. And that would be chartreuse in the Prisma set. It's weird that I know these. Spend too much time in that pencil set, I think. Ochre. Oh, that is a gorgeous gold. Look at that, you guys. That's so pretty. Do you see sunflower petals like I do? Wow, that's really nice. Russet is next. I definitely need the set of 80. I can't even imagine what gorgeous colors I'm missing out on right now. And now I have FOMO. I have wax crayon FOMO right now. It's real. The struggle is real. Brown. That is an exciting name, Brown. It's got a lot to live up to with that name. This is, okay, I didn't think browns could be a pastel, but it kind of is. But maybe I didn't put down enough pigment on the page, but you can see how some of these are just definitely lighter than others. Okay, umber. Okay, make sure that's in the camera for y'all. So this is like a greenish gray. Not really a French gray. Definitely a lot of green to it. The umber I'm used to is more like a brown color. But yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, black. And again, I don't think I laid down a lot of pigment on here. Oh, maybe I did. That's really nice. And so I'm currently doing a buddy color with my sweet friend Faye. And we're doing a page out of the Halloween book. And I was coloring a cauldron this morning thinking, I can't get this black enough, but this would have been great to use on that. Okay, gray here. That's really pretty. This is almost like I think the black above feels more like a gunmetal kind of gray, but I think I could really saturate that and make it a dark gray. This is so pretty. Light gray here. And again, I can barely see that on the page. It's so light, you guys, but I think with more pigment down, it would be really beautiful. And then white, okay, so you can't even see the white, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's on here somewhere, but there you go, white. Okay, so that is the set of 30. And what I wanna do next is try it out on Amazon paper, so I will be right back. Before we color on the Amazon paper, I just wanted to do a little fact check for you real quick. I said I thought this paper was 100-pound paper. It's 120 pounds, but here's what I wanted to show you. Look at, oops, sorry for the camera shake. These pages have already buckled from the water. They're turning up from the water that we just laid down. Just doing the swatch, you can even hear it when you turn the page. So you know this will definitely not behave well on the thin Amazon paper. So what we're gonna do, and this is actually at the suggestion of some of you guys, I have been told for both Inktense and Amazon paper to use rubbing alcohol. This is, I didn't have 99%, but this is, I think 70% isopropyl alcohol, which is what we had in our medicine cabinet. So we're gonna try this. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab an orange and a red over here and maybe mix these together. and maybe put this guy in here. All right, so again, I like to beat up on my Mandela books because these are great books, again, to try out some new technique before you try to take them to a Johanna Basford page and ruin the page, one of your Kirby books, one of your Maria Trolle books, Millie Marotta, any of those. So if you don't have one of these little books, these are a great way to just practice new techniques. So that's what we're going to do here. So what I'm going to do is we'll take the yellow here, and I'm just going to color in a little bit. And again, this is just going on so smoothly. Let me zoom in for you guys. Okay. I haven't colored with regular crayons in, gosh, years. And this is the vermilion. Oh, so pretty. Vermilion. Okay, and then this is, I think, the carmine. Do a little bit of carmine. Here, we don't need a lot. And I've already gotten outside of the lines, which is awesome. Okay, so this, I've got another Pentel water marker. This one has the alcohol in it. So I expect it to buckle a little bit, but the alcohol will evaporate, so hopefully it just won't be as egregious as it would be if you just use straight up water. So I'm going to go real light because I know that these pens lay down a lot of water. And don't forget your piece of paper behind your page. Okay, and so, oh, it's blending so pretty, but you can already see how it's taking on like a translucent color, and that's the alcohol. Kind of like if you put water on the page. So it's buckling a little bit there. It's definitely coming through on the other side of the page. So that's why, just like an alcohol marker would. So you want to definitely put paper down out here. Let's do a couple more. And again, this is my first time to ever actually color on a page with these. So grade me on a curve. I think some of you guys have probably been using these for years and forever, and I definitely, as always, look forward to any tips and tricks that you have on how to use these. I always just kind of like to figure it out on camera with you guys. You can see how my process is not elegant. It's a little crude, but it's real, right? Okay, so there we go. So now let me take the alcohol, and we'll try to go from the light color into the into the orange here. Now down here we can mix a little bit more. There we go. Isn't that pretty? That, yeah, almost looks like the candy corns, sort of. Okay, so here we go. We'll do the other two real quick. And by the way, so it said these are easy to sharpen. Now, how to sharpen these? I've seen people take razor blades and just kind of sharpen them. I think what I'm going to do is get a makeup sharpener. Like, I used to have a Bobbi Brown lipstick that came with one of those fat or wider tip sharpeners. You can get them probably for like the eyeliners and things like that. And what you can do is actually, I think it was, gosh, it might have been Pamela's Passion for Pencils. Somebody, I was watching some videos. They said to save the shavings because these are expensive. These aren't cheap crayons, but you can actually save those shavings as you sharpen and put them down on paper and activate them with a little bit of effort, so you don't really waste anything when you go to sharpen them. So there you go. That's your Kim tip, not my own tip, just passing along what I learned from others that were smarter before me. Okay, so now here, let's see if we can do better. Like I said, I really need to work on just controlling the water. And again, this is alcohol. The amount that comes out of these brushes is pretty generous. So I'm constantly dabbing it off camera on a tissue here. You can't see that, but it is pushing the pigment around really nicely with the alcohol. Ooh, that's pretty, making it a little streaky. Okay, then this last one here, turn the page a little bit. Okay, so also one thing that makes these different from ink tints, with the ink tints, you can put your color down, let it dry, and you can come back and add layers. And when you add more layers, and you add the water or alcohol or whatever agent you're using to activate the ink with, it doesn't pick up the layer below it and reactivate it and move that color around. That's ink. It is staying put. It's not going anywhere. These will. So these will definitely behave more like true watercolors, where you're going to go back and it will pick up that ink and you can, you know, smear it around a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let this dry, and then I will come back and show you what it looks like. And we're back. One of the things I wanted to point out was that this did not buckle. This is dry. The colors aren't as saturated as what I would like. Okay, it's a little buckly, but not like if we used water, how it would really buckle. This is something that will flatten out nicely if I probably put something hard on this book overnight or for just a little while. So what I want to do now is come back in with a second layer, and let's see how the second layer works on this. So let me zoom in. Let's see how this goes. And if you can hear my dog snoring in the background, I'm sorry. He's been doing that a lot lately, little buddy. He's just living his best life. Okay, add the yellow. Okay, where I think I lost a lot of my color was in this little orange section here. That's what looks washed out. It's funny, I was trying to decide if I wanted to do Neocolors or pan pastels, and my sweet friend Carrie Kay said, "Are you kidding? You love the vibrant colors, Neocolors," or something like that, something to that effect. And she's absolutely right. So I'm really excited that she kind of nudged me a little bit in this direction. So thank you, Carrie. Okay, let's activate these again with the alcohol, and this will also be interesting to see how a second layer of putting alcohol over this is going to act. Okay, it's really, oh, this is a lot more pigmented now with the second layer. Very pretty. Okay. And it's okay if I'm being a little sloppy. I'm probably not going to do anything more with this page. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, go back over this one. Oops, that's probably too much red coming up. See if I can pull the yellow back down the other way. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Second layer. And what I will do is wait for this to dry, and then I will be right back. Okay, we're back. And actually this dried so nicely. It's still, like I said, you can see through on the back of the, well, it came through the back of the page, and that was the alcohol. But this is perfectly dry. And look at how much more saturated these colors are with that second layer. I am so excited to use my Neocolors. I hope you guys are too, and that today was really helpful. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share, and I will see you guys back next time on my channel. Thanks again for watching.